In a quaint Moroccan town near the Algerian border, a young boy named Abdelaziz Bouteflika was born in 1937, a quiet yet cunning presence. At just 19, he joined the National Liberation Army. His voice resonated louder than his rifle, a true revolutionary. Fast forward to 1962, Algeria's independence, and Bouteflika rises quickly. Minister of Youth, then Foreign Minister at just 26. He dazzled the world at the UN, sharing the stage with Yasser Arafat and Fidel Castro. It seemed like the sky was the limit. But then came 1978, the death of President Boumediene, his strongest ally, and whispers of corruption surfaced. Financial scandals broke out. Missing amounts over 60 million Algerian dinars. Bouteflika was ousted and exiled. He didn't face justice. Instead, he returned with a clean slate. Why? Because he held secrets that others needed. In 1999, after elections marred by controversy, he became Algeria's president. Promising stability, he initiated the Civil Concord Law. Elected again in 2004, 2009, and 2014. But behind the scenes, an empire of shadows was being built. Bouteflika wasn't the only ruler. His brother, Said, pulled the strings. Ministers, businessmen, and security chiefs bowed to the clique. Shakib Khalil, the energy minister, was embroiled in Algeria's biggest oil scandal. Millions of dollars in bribes flowed. Ali Haddad, a businessman with presidential backing, controlled major infrastructure deals. A web of corruption unfolded. Generals and media figures were mere pawns in a game orchestrated behind the scenes. The public remained blind to the machinations. In 2013, tragedy struck. Bouteflika suffered a stroke and lost his ability to speak. Yet, he still aimed for a fifth term in 2019. That pushed Algeria to the edge. Peaceful protests erupted. No to a fifth term. This time, the army stood against him. On April 2, 2019, he officially resigned. But the nation demanded more than that. They wanted a clean house. In the months that followed, heads rolled. Said Bouteflika received a life sentence, while former prime ministers faced justice. Properties were seized, and businessmen were held accountable. Years of secrecy were unraveling in Algeria. Algeria had been a republic of secrets for too long, but now it was time to reveal the truth. On September 17, 2021, Abdelaziz Bouteflika passed away at the age of 84. He left with no grand farewell. He departed, leaving behind a legacy filled with political glory and administrative shame. Abdelaziz Bouteflika will be remembered in Algerian history, not just for ending the civil war, but for building a network of power and corruption. The secret wasn't just in his rule over Algeria. It was in understanding who truly ruled with him and behind him.